Today on my show will be none other than the most phenomenal, creative, and wonderful writer, female writer, and CEO of KSM Films, Miss Kimberly Mays. She has a movie that's coming out in Memphis that's going to be one that will stand the test of time. And the movie title is, I bet you thought I was going to tell you. Well, I'm not. I'm going to let her tell you when we come back. Welcome back to the Nakeva Bryant Show. Like I told you guys, I have a treat for you. I have none other than Miss Kimberly Mays, the CEO of KSM Films. Not only is she the CEO, but she is a producer, director, and a phenomenal actress. Miss Mays, welcome to the Nakeva Bryant Show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's a pleasure having you on the show to talk about your new upcoming film. And I might add that this is the show that you're going to release the name of your film.
Yes, I am. I am.
And the name of it is?
The Beat.
The Beat. You heard it first here on the Nakeva Bryant Show, The Beat. And let me tell you guys, this movie is going to be one of Memphis's on greatest movies that ever hit, independent movie. Mm-hmm. Okay, so tell me, how did you get started in, how did KSM Films get started?
KSM Films, it's funny you mentioned that. Like I was just playing around and I've always just used my initials, just KSM, KSM. I never wanted to go by my middle name.
Uh-huh.
But I love the initials because it always looked business oriented.
Okay.
And I put it out there, KSM. I was like, And when I put films, I said, that's the name of it.
I had the honor and the privilege to sit on your set and had a role in the movie. So I was very excited. Well written.
Thank you.
Your actors, actresses, everybody was just, everything was just so well put together. And to see you acting, that was, for you guys that don't know, Kim and I have been friends for a while. And to see her transition from a singer to a writer was amazing, because she is a woman with many, many talents. Could you elaborate on that for us?
Yes, I started out at age 4.
Okay.
And like many people would say, I'm the youngest, oldest person that they've ever met. And I started out backyard dancing at age 4. And from age 4, then all the way up to age 18. And then I did some local background dancing, and then I started choreographing. And from there, I branched off to the singing.
Okay.
And then from the singing, and then it led to the acting. Then the acting led to me writing. And then the writing led to me producing. And then starring, and it's just, wow.
You're so gifted and talented. You can do any. But which one do you prefer?
What I love the most is dancing.
Okay.
I do. I really love to dance, and that's one thing that no one knows about me, is that I'm a dancer. But my second passion is writing.
Okay.
I love to write. And it's one of the, for you to write and be able to put your work on film and watch it become a reality, and it's like, wow, I did that. I wrote that. That's me. All me.
So tell me, what inspired you to write The Beat?
Wow, what inspired me to write The Beat was, I'm a huge fan of Jennifer Lopez.
Okay.
And she always do so well playing a cop. And I've always wanted to take on that role. And with me watching her in Angel Line, she was a cop, and then she has a new show, Shades of Blue.
Shades of Blue, that's
yes.
right.
And I was like, wow. And it really made me think, I'm gonna try that. And I may not be as good as her, but I'll try. but yes, and it's amazing. That is hard work. It's very hard work.
But you made it look so easy today.
Thank you.
You made it look so easy. So it's safe to say that Jennifer Lopez is one of your inspirations.
Yes.
Could you tell me a little, some more of your inspiration?
Yes, I have Keith David.
Okay.
Yes, I have the pleasure of working with him on set. And David E. Tolbert. I haven't worked with him yet, but that's another dream. Tyler Perry.
Okay.
And Greg Allen Williams, I would say that's the number one. I've had the pleasure of working with him on set and going to his acting classes as well. And he teaches you the pros and the cons of the industry, the do's and the don'ts, and he gives you so much knowledge.
Wow.
And he's dedicated to what he do. His class is Actors Breakthrough.
Okay.
And he does a phenomenal job. And I love it. I learned so much. And I just can't really, explain how much I learned. And that's what made me branch off and do my own filming and my own projects.
Okay. So, you said you were in some films. Could you tell us what films that you were in?
Yes, I've done Greenleaf, the new show that's out with Oprah.
Okay.
And I guess Greg Allen, Uncle Mac.
Uncle Mac.
Uncle Mac.
I knew that name sounded familiar. Uncle
Yes,
Mac.
that's Uncle Mac. He's tough. Yes, I've also done Cream Sugar. That's another Oprah show. It's going to show September the 6th. And let's see, I've done The Have and Have Nots.
Okay.
I've done Girl Trip. I've done When We Met. It's a lot of films and a lot of the release dates. I'm not sure exactly when they're going to come out, but Greenleaf is airing now, and I know Cream Sugar is going to air September 6th.
Okay. So, when these roles became available to you, how did you feel? Just starting out, transitioning once again from singing into acting. When you got that call, how did that make you feel?
I had to pinch myself. And when it became a reality, I was like, wow, like God, like really? My dream is really coming true because I pulled out of the industry at such a young age, at 12, doing professionally.
Okay.
And going back into it at age 30 was like, wow, because my first phone call back with Greenleaf, I sent in for the submission. I was like, you know what, it's worth a try, why not? And I'm thinking, they're not gonna call me back. So then all of a sudden, they called and was like, hey, is this Miss Kimberly Mays? I'm like, yeah, this is she. Hey, well, this is so-and-so, so-and-so. We want you to play in Greenleaf. This who? Like, hey, And then I was like, okay. And then so I was like, well, you know what? Let me call you back. So then I hung up the phone and I was like, wait. And then I called back and then the same exact person. And that's when when reality really hit.
Right.
And I was like, wow. And it was 400 of us that day that we filmed at the church. From 400, and then I was in the top 15. And I filmed with them for 6 months.
That speaks volumes.
Yes.
I was on the set with you tonight, and your son is following in your
Yes.
footsteps. Tell us
Yes,
about
he
that.
is. My son, he has numerous of talents.
Okay.
One moment he says he wants to be president.
Okay.
Then one moment he says he wants to be a cop. Then he wants to be an actor. So I'm trying to figure out which way he wants to go. But I had the pleasure of bringing him to set with me on Greenleaf.
Okay.
And that's when he said, Mommy, I want to be an actor. I said, we're going to see if you have what it takes.
All right.
And so with me writing him into the script and him becoming his little character, and my son knew his lines like that.
Yes, he did.
And I was
vouch for
so
that.
amazed at how my son did that. And I was like, wow. My baby, that's my baby.
I could see how proud you were of him. To look back and look at you, watch him act, it was so amazing. And to see his face, it was awesome.
Yes.
So, would you say that he's one of your biggest supporters?
Yes, he is. Cameron would definitely keep me up on my feet, like, Mom, what's next? Like, Mom, can we do this? Mom, can we do that? Mom, I'm so proud of you, Mommy. Mommy, you did a great job. Mommy, when's the movie's gonna come out, And he's, yes, my son, and he's very supportive.
So, let's talk about being supportive. Do you find that in your city, which is Memphis, and you have relocated to Atlanta, do you find that while in Memphis that it is a big difference from Atlanta?
Oh yes, most definitely. Memphis, basically, it's a city where we have a lot of talent in Memphis, Tennessee. But the deal with the talent that's there, they're scared to really reach out to different people. What I mean by that is you and I, we can collaborate.
Right, correct.
And actually get the job done.
Correct.
You go out elsewhere and they will expect you to, they won't support you, basically, is how I'm trying to go with it. And so and I had to branch on to Atlanta. So when I branched on to Atlanta, everybody was like, oh my gosh, yes, we're gonna use you for this. Oh, so you're a writer, so we need you for that. You know, well, give me your projects, give you this and give you that. But at the same time, I could not do that at home with Memphis because it's always so many writers, so many actresses, so many singers, so many this and so many that everyone is only out for themselves.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about Memphis. Now, I could be wrong.
No, you're not wrong. Being a Memphian, I understand totally what you're saying. I know that you kind of like wanted, because we talked, and you wanted to come back home and really get some things going, but every time you come back, people being negative and stuff. What is your advice to the people that are still here and trying to accomplish their dreams?
I mean, my advice is just keep trying. I mean, never give up on your dreams. If you have to travel, travel. I mean, I'm one of the women, I've lived in California for 5 months, came home, and I've traveled from South Carolina, Atlanta, New Orleans, you know, back here, you know, wherever I see fit. I mean, always just never give up on your dreams. Because if I've given up on my dreams, I would not be where I am today.
That was well said. And on that note, we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back after these messages. Welcome back to the Nakeva Bryant Show. Like I told you guys, I have a treat for you. I have none other than Miss Kimberly Mays, the CEO of KSM Films. Not only is she the CEO, but she is a producer, director, and a phenomenal actress. So as you know, we are in the age of reality TV stars. And you being a trained actress, someone who has come up in the ranks, learning her craft, perfecting your craft. How does it feel when you see reality stars moving up in ranks, taking roles that you have pretty much, rehearsed for?
Wow, I mean, I really don't know how to feel towards that, but everyone is blessed in their different aspects of their career. Because being in this industry is very hard. Very hard. And we have a lot of amazing, talented actors and actresses and singers and just all the way around the world. And I just don't stop at one actor or actress because everyone, once again, is very talented in their own unique way.
Well put. You know how some movies are so redundant. You go to the movie like, okay, every movie reminds me of this and every movie reminds me of that. What helped you to stay focused to the point where the beat wouldn't be like any other movie?
Mainly going off my own feelings and how I was feeling that moment when I was writing the script. And basically what I may have went through that day, because I do have other siblings. They are doing drugs. Not heavy drugs, but the typical drugs. And I was trying to put myself in a younger aspect as far as when it comes to the male figure and see why do they do it, what makes them do it. Is it the peer pressure, or is it just 2016 basically?
Yeah.
And that's one thing. But I mean, every movie is, like you said, it can be always like the other movie, because my movie may remind someone of the actual TV show Palace. Because I am dating a guy that's on drugs, but I'm not knowing, and it's just different things. I mean, we all have different way of putting it, but it's also a different way of how you saying it that may sound exact same.
Wow. You're saying the movie We don't want to give away the movie.
No, I'm sorry. Okay,
Don't give away the movie. Yeah, it's the movie, everybody. She's not dating anyone that's on drugs. It's just the movie. I know you would like to know her status, but, you know.
But I am single, by the way, though.
I guess you got it. You know America, baby. They want to know. They want to know on the Nakeva Bryant show. We're going to let them know. So, with everything being said, and if you had to sum up your life, how would you sum it up?
Wow. I had to sum up my life.
Would there be anything you, on this journey to get where you are now, would you change anything?
You know, I wouldn't. I would not change anything on this journey because a lot of it taught me a lot from the no's that I was getting, and I had to learn that no is so negative in how I would always think it. But then I had to say, you know what? No means next opportunity. So the more I would get to know, next opportunity, and then they would look at me like, what's wrong with her? Why is she not upset? Because it's not my time yet. It's not my time to shine. The very own Oprah was, I want to say she was a television anchoress, I believe.
Yes, she was.
And they fired her at 30. Her career didn't get started until in her 30s. And now look at her now.
Yes.
And when I think of that, I'm like, wow.
Yes.
You know, I mean, a lot of people, you know, even Samuel L. Jackson, he was, you know, he was mopping the floor and he was an extra. And his career started, you know, and now look at him.
Oh, great actor. Great
yes,
actor.
yes. Morgan Freeman, you know, and he started, I believe, in his 50s. As a matter of fact, I could be wrong, but I do believe that. And it's like so many people, but once you have the knowledge and you study it and you just keep on pushing, and you will be successful. Because it's not going to be given to you. If it is, it's too easy.
So as we wrap up, everything about you has been wonderful. So what would you tell someone that is struggling, trying to get where you are, and they want to give up? They feel like that, you know, they can't do it. What would be your motivational, your inspirational words, encouraging words that you would give them?
Basically, because the number one word is I quit. A lot of people will do that when things get tough. When things are going tough, try harder because that's when your faith. That's when you're testing your faith. Because a lot of times, you know what you can do. Just keep going. But the best advice I can give is do not quit. Never quit. Because you're not going to quit. You're going to win.
Girl, you said that. That was beautiful. I didn't think my makeup would run. I would cry. That was beautiful. Well, thank you for tuning in to the Nakeva Bryant Show, where my wonderful guest, the CEO of KSM Films, Ms. Kimberly Mays, has graced us with her presence. Thank you so much. And this has been the Nakeva Bryant Show. See you soon.